Good morning, everyone. How's everyone's morning going? My morning's going pretty good. I didn't just wake up. I just got up, ate breakfast, showered, did the whole adult thing, and now I'm gonna talk about last night's episode. It was freaking nuts. Oh, so much good stuff. Oh. Now let's go through my notes, shall we? Hey, Jared. Come on, work, you stupid phone. Oi. I need a new phone. All right. All the way up. Josh Alexander kicks off the night by being pissed off at Moose for invading his home last week and intimidating his wife and child. It all ends with a violent brawl in the ring, on the outside, and in the back. It leads to a stairway, and Josh Alexander nearly killed him by throwing him over the railway until Fulton, Ace, and a couple security guards pulled them apart and then Ace Lawson says, "You don't want to go to prison. You don't want to go to prison. Come on, you don't want to go to the prison." And I'm like, that was pretty fun. Up next, the first match of the night, a triple threat qualifying match: Willie Mack versus Laredo Kid versus Speedball Mike Bailey. This match was absolutely insane. Laredo Kid with the crazy corkscrew where he did like 6 rotations off the top rope. Mike Bailey with the insane footwork. Definitely a match. Willie Mack with the tribute to the bad guy. He did the Razor's Edge. The only bad part about that is, unfortunately, Mike Bailey kicked out. So that was kind of disappointing to see a tribute to Scott Hall and then have him kick out of his own move. I thought that was pretty sad. Willie and the tribute to the bad guy and Mike Bailey with the insane footwork. Definitely a match to watch over and over again. But at the end of the day, Mike Bailey won and has qualified for the triple threat match at Rebellion to face Trey Miguel and Ace Austin for the X Division Championship. Up next, Steve Macklin versus Heath. Oh my God, this was a brilliant match. This was a fantastic match. Steve Macklin deserves a fucking Emmy. It was that fucking great. I'm not saying it was great on the physical aspect because it was kind of but boy, was Steve Macklin brilliant in this. Okay, so here's a fun part. In the match, I like to talk about the fight ends up on the outside. Heath follows suit, gets stunned in the eye by Macklin. While the ref is distracted with Heath's eye, Rhino got suckered in with a trap. Macklin pushed over the stairs and feigned injured by having the ref think Rhino pushed him through the stairs. The ref saw what he saw and ejected Rhino from the match. That was pure brilliance. Now that's the kind of heel that I like. That's the kind of heel I like. That smart, calculated, methodical heel. That was great. What a brilliant match. I'm sad Heath lost, but I can't be mad. Macklin played them both brilliantly. I love that. After the match, however, Rhino came back out and gored Macklin to leave the Philly audience satisfied. So apparently, the Stone Pitbull Ishii, I hope I'm saying his name right, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, is facing Jonah at Rebellion. But first, Ishii is facing Eddie Edwards at the Multiverse of Matches next Friday on Fight. $20. Up next is the Lumberjack match for the Impact World Tag Team Championships, Bullet Club versus VBD. I always love Lumberjack matches because they can get so crazy. And here we have by a dive, and meanwhile the chaos outside. Honor No More slink in. It does the uppercut to the nuts. And then Matt Taven does his finisher on Carl Anderson. And they screwed over the Good Brothers. Absolutely crazy. So the VBD retains. And we'll look for what's next for them. Up next, Eddie Edwards versus Rocky Romero. That was a really good match. I was impressed with how good that match was. I'm shocked in how good it was. Eddie Edwards with the sneaky pin to 2. That was great. After the match, Eddie tries to shake Romero's hand, but it was an obvious trap, and he continued his beatdown on Rocky. But out comes Jonathan Gresham to even the playing field. And meanwhile, after he got his hands on Eddie Edwards, he tried doing that octopus lock on his already injured arm that Rocky Romero worked on for the whole match. And Eddie just bounced. He just like, nah, screw this. I'm out. Rolled out of it real quick and then headed up the ramp. After that, Rocky Romero and Jonathan Gresham looked at each other like, hey, I had it, dude. I had it. And then Jonathan Gresham was like, sorry. So they did the whole Ring of Honor shake, and they were cool afterwards. Up next is a Philadelphia street fight for the Impact World Knockouts Championship. Mickie James versus Tasha Steelz. So this match was very violent, which I love, but here's where things got interesting. Savannah and Tasha have Mickie pinned by the throat with a chair. Out comes Chelsea Green running to the ring with a chair also, but instead of using it to defend Mickie James, she sits down and watches the onslaught. It ended with a double team move from Savannah and Evans and Tasha Steelz and a frog splash for Tasha to retain her title. Meanwhile, Chelsea had the best seat in the house after the match. Chelsea says she didn't need her and Mickie was hurt, so she slapped Chelsea. It got physical. Then Chelsea bailed out of the ring. In comes Matt Cardona and radio silences Mickie James. Oh, man. The heel team of Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green is complete. And as Chelsea reveals, she was never injured to begin with. Man, what a damn great show this was. If you missed it, that's on you. You know where to go. You know how to watch. You are just stubborn. Don't sleep on Impact Wrestling. They are doing some crazy ass shit. And you will see this coming weekend, not this coming weekend, April 1st through the April 1st, where they are going to do a multiverse of matches where they're expanding across all promotions and bringing them in for a one night only experience. It's going to be a crazy, and I might have to dip in my budget to watch it because money's kind of tight. So yeah, that was a great show. I look forward to next week. It's going to be another great show. Definitely want to rewatch over and over again. And now I'm going to read the comments. Hi, Cody. Moose should thank Madam Fulton. Possibly. Caleb with a K might betray the influence and join the inspiration. That's probably where the story's going. Steve Macklin should win championship in Impact Wrestling. He should win the X Division champion. I think he'd be a great X Division champion. Bullet Club versus Honor No More. That's next week. Jonathan Gresham versus Eddie Edwards. That's probably next week. Matt Cardona and Chelsea. Oh, wait, no. Jonathan Gresham versus Eddie Edwards is going to be at Rebellion. I saw the card last night. Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green are going to pay for what they did to Mickie. Nick Aldis should return to Impact Wrestling. Funny you should say that. This morning, Mickie James challenged Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona to a couples match at Multiverse of Matches, and Nick Aldis is making his Impact in-ring return, but he's going to be branded as NWA to do it. Jonah versus Moose. That would be a good match. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I look forward to doing this again next Thursday. Stick to my YouTube channel, and for all the updates, I'm doing a multiverse card rundown. And if I can get enough scratch, I will be doing a Multiverse of Matches review. Thank you for watching, and I bid thee good day.